everybody, welcome to Mighty Health with our bar series. We're continuing on with some more beginner bar. My name is Mighty Mary and you are with Mighty Health today. We're going to teach you best parts of bar. This is a series, so we've done some warm-up activities in the past. We've done some thighs, we've done some seat work, but today you're going to get some canned food, and you're probably wondering why. Am I doing a recipe? No, but we're going to do some arms. So if you have a couple cans of canned goods, I've got some great cannellini beans. Make sure they're healthy. No, you can even bring something really not so healthy because you're going to get a good arm workout from it. So I'll give you a second to do that, and then we'll get started. I do want to do a little warm up with you before we get into the arm work. And one thing I do want to tell you about is that the arm work and all bar work is just a small range of motion. Some will be full range, but you can always tighten up the range to meet you where you're at. If you have any injuries that you're recovering from and you can't quite do that full range, find that range that's going to work for you. And I'll give you some more tips after our warm up on how to make that arm work the most effective that you can. So hopefully by now you have your canned food. You don't need it for the warm up, but have it handy for when we get into this great arm work that we're doing. Today I thought we'd do a little bit of stretching, and I'm going to do it seated so you can see how you can just get some great stretches whether you're standing or seated. If you're standing, just follow along and do the same exact movements. If you're seated, you can follow along too, and then we'll get to it. So I have my little chair over here, right here, and we're going to start by just waking up our body a little bit. I like to sit nice and tall, shoulders stacked over my hips, and I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to reach my arms up high. I like to take one hand, grab my wrist at the top, give it a little pull alongside my body. It feels great. You can reach lower onto your arm or up just below the wrist is a great spot. And now I'm going to switch sides doing this. I'm going to grab the other wrist, reach the other way, get a nice side stretch in there, and then I'm going to exhale, lower it down. Let's try that one more time. It feels so good. I inhale, reach up, big breath in, and again, grab that wrist, stretch, stretch, stretch over one way, and switching it up, stretch, stretch, stretch over the other way. Feels good. Sometimes I like to also add a little chin to chest, rolling down with my head, and then using my abs, my stomach, to roll myself back up. From there, we're going to do some leg work to warm up, just some stepping and that kind of thing. I wanted to start by showing you how you can just put your hands on your hips right where you're seated, and from there, do some little tiny marches, maybe just lifting your heels off the ground, maybe lifting your toes off the ground a little bit. I'll continue this one standing up so we can get moving a little bit more, but feel free to keep in that position. Okay, once I'm standing, I'm going to continue that leg work. So hands can still be on those hips. Remember, it could just be little toe taps. It could be a little bit bigger lifts. There we go. We've done this every time we've introduced a new section. First it was thighs, and we burned those thighs. Then it was seat. Today it's arms. From there, maybe lift your arms up high. Feel that extension, just like you did during our stretch. Maybe you'll feel enticed to pull down, down. Exhaling every time you pull. From here, add a little crisscross. One elbow to one knee. Nice rotation. It's coming right from the waistline. Just 10 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, shouldn't take much to get warmed up on a summery day. Hopefully it's a nice warm one where you are. I'm going to talk a little bit about technique for the arm series, and then we'll get into doing some arm work either with or without the added weight. So one thing I wanted to speak about when we're doing arm work, you want to take that squeeze If you, when you think about somebody showing their muscles, they squeeze their fist, you know, real tight. Think of that squeeze in your fist. Instead of squeezing down in your fist, see if you can squeeze in your bicep muscle. So first squeeze in your fist, and now relax those fingers. Take that squeeze and put it into your muscle. You should be able to feel it relaxed and then tighten. Just you'll see that, feel the tension change, and you can feel it when you touch it. So squeeze in the fist, squeeze in the biceps, squeeze in the fist, squeeze in the bicep. We're going to use more than the bicep muscle, but it'll be the same thing. Triceps, shoulders, back, and I'll give you little cues along the way. Okay, don't worry too much about that. We're going to start with some bicep work, so that's why I wanted to share that with you. We're going to line ourselves up so our feet are hip distance apart, parallel. You'll want to make sure you're stacked. Shoulders right above the hips. Feet are parallel. And you're going to take your arms, draw them into your body. Now let's practice that squeeze. Squeeze in the arms, squeeze in the biceps. Squeeze in the arms, squeeze in the biceps. Okay, maybe keep that light grip. From there, you're going to squeeze up and down and down. This is what it looks like without any weight. It's like you're moving through mud. Imagine it's not air, it's not water, but you're trying to move this lower part of your arm through mud all the way up and all the way down. I'll show you 15 and a half ounces, just under a pound. You can squeeze up with that bicep and back down. Make sure you're adding your breath and down. You inhale up, exhale down. Light grip, but tight squeeze. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and let that breath out. From here, you're going to take your arms and serve a little platter. So you extend a little bit, draw it back in. Extend and draw it back in. Nice extension and draw it. This is where I'm talking about that range of motion. It could be all the way out, stick straight, or it could just be halfway out if that's where you're at. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Stay with me. And now you're going to extend. Keep a slight bend in the arm and just lift in this position for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Let's get into a row position. So we're going to take our arms in front of our body. I'll set myself up sideways so you can see. I have a slight bend of the knees. I have a hinge in my hips, but I keep my back nice and flat. You can even think of that tuck that we've practiced in the past, where you draw your navel towards your spine. Arms are extended. And from here, we're just going to row a boat. We row it up and down. You inhale up, exhale on the way down. Pull and push through that mud. Resist on the way up, resist on the way down. Now you can see this exercise can easily be done from a seated position as well. And down. Keep moving. Good. Now you want to really feel, as you're doing this movement, that area right between your shoulder blades. Imagine you have a pencil running down your spine. You really want to feel your shoulder blades grip that pencil with all your might. So I grab the pencil, I release it. I grab it, release it. Pull it and exhale. Now hold it at the top. Let's just do those little squeezing grips on the pencil for 10, imaginary one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and on 10. Lower those arms down. Hinge at the elbow. Lift your soup cans to your hips, to your pocket area. From there, we're going to work on our tricep muscle. Imagine that squeezing by extending your arms out all the way. Get those arms stick straight. Now from there, try a little tiny bend and then a big extension. Try that again. Little bend, big press. Little bend, it's just a quiver, big press. You inhale, exhale. Again, bend it. press it. Now let's put a little more emphasis on the extension part of this movement. Little bend, big stretch, bend, stretch, hold, bend, stretch, hold. So I'm holding that extension just for an extra second. And then the bend is a tiny little quiver. You should start to feel the back of those upper arms. Now hold that extension from there, just lift up an inch. Up an inch. You don't even need to try to lower them. Just lift up an inch and don't even think about the lower. Up, hold. Up, hold. Squeezing up and up again. Now adding on from here, we go one up. Squeeze your hands towards each other. One up, one in. Again, we're moving in inches. Up, squeeze, one up, one squeeze. Now hold the up, just squeeze together for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I have a couple more for you. One's gonna be for our shoulder area, the other for our pecs, right where that arm meets your torso. You're gonna love these two. And then you're gonna wanna make some food. All right, let's do 90-degree angle in our arm. And everything can be zipped up or your feet can be slightly apart, whatever is more stable for you. From there, we're gonna lift our elbows out, straight out to the sides, pull them back in. Inhale, exhale. This is a great exercise for the upper arms, the shoulders. It's a side shoulder press. Inhale, exhale. Good. Not a ton of movement, but very effective. Hold it right here. Now, arms go up. Bring your elbows towards one another. You'll have that 90-degree angle right here. And from here, we're just gonna squeeze our elbows in. Squeeze, hold. Now imagine the squeeze initiating right here from your pectoral, right where the arm meets your body. Try to take that muscle. That's what's making your arms move closer. Squeeze, hold. Exhale. Squeeze it. Now hold the squeeze from there. You just go up an inch. Up, hold. Remember, no down, just up. Up. There you go. Let's do that same up, just a little faster here. You press and press. This is the home stretch with the cans. We're getting to our final 10. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work, everybody. Give yourself a can of applause. All right, there's one more little exercise I want to show you, then it will stretch out, I promise. This is in preparation for what's coming, a little foreshadowing here. So our next section will be about our abs and our core. So I wanted to give you a little homework. It's called an elevated plank. And you could do this by just standing near a counter or the back of a couch, a heavy chair, and you walk your feet back to a comfortable position where you're putting weight on your arms. This will help you gain strength. It'll also help you engage your core. You can do little micro bends and stretches right here, or you could just hold it like this. For more challenge, you'll want to have the height a little bit lower. For less challenge, a little higher, or feet moved in a little closer. Okay, so practice that one, and let's get stretched out. So from here, we're gonna stretch up with our arms, bend at the elbow, draw that elbow. Now, if bringing your elbow up high like this is a problem, you can do it at a different height. I'll show you right now. You can take that arm in front of your body, make a hook with your opposite arm, give it a little pull that way. There you go. Let's try it on the other side. Both arms up, bend that opposite elbow, give a pull. Or if it's down here, give a pull there, give a pull across the body. Oh, it feels good. Stretches out those triceps, and then let's get that upper shoulder stretched out. Again, I make a hook with my opposite arm, stretch it out. And one last stretch. You can interlace your hands behind you or just reach them back and open up your chest. Big breath in and let it out. Okay, great arm workout, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. And I would love to know if you have any questions about anything we did today. I'm here to help. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mary. This has been a beginner bar session. I look forward to seeing you next time when we're going to get into some ab work. So be ready. Have a great day, and I will see you all soon.